U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland announced a federal investigation into the Minneapolis Police Department on Wednesday, potentially opening the door for long-term federal oversight of the department after the murder of George Floyd. The investigation will be a pattern or practice probe to determine whether there are any systemic problems in the department's policing, Garland said at a news conference Wednesday. Those investigations often focus on whether there are patterns of excessive use of force and discriminatory practices, according to the DOJ. The investigation is expected to take several months, according to the Star Tribune, and its findings will be released to the public. The announcement comes one day after former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin was convicted for the murder of George Floyd. Past pattern or practice investigations that uncovered misconduct often resulted in federal consent decrees between the Department of Justice and local police departments, requiring local authorities to enact reforms as part of the agreement with the federal government. Consent decrees were all but abandoned during the former administration, but Garland recently announced he was lifting restrictions enacted during Trump's time in office. The eyes of the nation were on Minneapolis for the past few weeks, as Chauvin stood trial for the May 2020 murder of Floyd, an unarmed black man. Advocates for police accountability lauded the 3 quick guilty verdicts the jury delivered after the trial, convicting Chauvin on charges of second-degree unintentional murder, third-degree murder and second-degree manslaughter. But advocates also noted the trial's outcome was just one major step in the push for greater police accountability, which is an effort President Joe Biden said he supports. Biden addressed the nation after the verdict Wednesday, where he urged Congress to pass the George Floyd Justice in Policing Act, which would end qualified immunity for police officers, ban chokeholds and prohibit no-knock warrants in federal drug cases. An ongoing federal civil rights investigation specifically into Floyd's death will continue even after Chauvin's conviction, Garland said.